Here's my personal ranking of every single two-parter in both Avatar: The Last Airbender and The Legend of Korra. I'm not going to explain to you what a two-parter is. I think you know what that is. Now, there are some exceptions to the normal, like, part 1 and part 2 formula, and we'll get to that eventually. Now, me personally, I think the worst two-parter in all of Avatar history is the Civil War two-parter in Korra, and I don't even think these are bad episodes. It's just the fact that these two episodes don't really feel like a two-parter. Like, I get it, there's the same central element of the Civil War happening, but the Civil War continues to happen, later on in the season. So I don't know why this was specifically labeled as the two-parter Civil War conflict when it still continues to happen, I'm pretty sure. And there are other Korra episodes, either even in the season or later on, that I think would work better as a two-parter, such as the two episodes when Korra and her friends look for the new airbenders in Ba Sing Se. That's a two-episode arc. They go in there, they find out the Earth Queen has all of the airbenders, they bust them out all in 2 episodes. And I think that'd be a great two-parter, but it's not, so I don't know. Now, above that is the two-parter between the Serpent's Pass and the Drill. Now, you might be thinking, this is not a two-parter, why are you labeling it as that? And, like, I don't think it actually is a two-parter, but on Netflix, it bundles these 2 episodes together to make one episode called The Secret of the Fire Nation. So I'll count it, why not? These 2 episodes are really good. We get the reintroduction of Suki, and we get some really great moments with Aang and Azula fighting, and I really love that moment when Aang is just at the top of the wall, and then he comes right back down, hitting the spike. Next up is the Winter Solstice Part 1 and Part 2, and this is when things in Season 1 start to really ramp up, in my opinion, and where it honestly kind of clicked for me when I was first watching it. You get all the big reveals of what, the show is eventually building to with Sozin's Comet and Aang needing to learn all 4 elements. Next up is the Siege of the North Part 1 and Part 2, and this is the first season finale of Avatar, and it's a great one at that. Do I think it's the best? Probably not. Next is the Day of Black Sun. That's where we get the big moments of Zuko confronting his father, running away to get the Avatar. We do see that the kids eventually lose that battle, and it's always very cool when something subverts our expectations like that. Above that is the Guru and the Crossroads of Destiny. Now, yet again, this is a Netflix thing. Even in those 2 episodes alone, you get so much buildup and eventual disappointment in what the characters' decisions are, and I honestly love it. Now, for the best two-parter in all of Avatar, well, the first show, it would have to be The Boiling Rock for me. I don't know why. Honestly, I think some of the older two-parters are better than this one, but I just enjoyed this one the most. Like, I don't know why. I couldn't tell you why. To me, it's just the most fun to watch. I don't know why. But what I think is the best two-parter in all of Avatar is Beginnings Part 1 and 2, when we see Wan, the first Avatar, and his journey of how he became that first Avatar and what he did with Rava. Some would say this is the best part of Korra Season 2.